guys, I'm Shimmer and welcome to another episode of Noobing and Nern, a beginner's guide to Elder Scrolls Online. In this guide, we're going to be talking about Battlegrounds. Now, let me be clear, this is not a how to be uber elite and pwn all the faces in the Battlegrounds guide. This is a very basic how-to guide explaining how each game mode works, the maps, the objectives, how to join, the rewards, and things like that. There will be time links in the About section below, so without further ado, let's get to it. Battlegrounds are quick PvP matches that offer you a different source of player versus player experience that is different than Cyrodiil in the Imperial City Prison. Each match will last around 10 to 15 minutes and places you in a team of 4 against 2 other teams. Pit Demons are the green team, Fire Drakes are the orange team, and Stormlords are the purple team. You will be randomly placed into one of these teams. Battlegrounds are not faction specific, meaning that if you are an Aldemary Dominion and friends with a Daggerfall Covenant, you guys can group up and queue together and be on the same team. Battlegrounds have disabled champion points, so if you're a newer player or returning player, you will be on equal footing as anyone else queuing. Battlegrounds are great because they offer you an alternate source of alliance points, which is your PvP XP, and gives you some pretty nice rewards. After each match, you will be mailed an award of gold and a few items. The quality of the items that are mailed to you will depend on your score and the medals that you earned during the match. There are also quite a few achievements you can earn, with titles and dies, including that coveted Fire Drake's Flame die. Before you can queue into Battlegrounds, you must first be player level 10. Once you are level 10, hit P on the keyboard to open the Group and Activity Finder. Once open, on the left you will see a menu with Battlegrounds being your last option. Click here. You can see that by default this is set up to queue you into a random battleground. Doing a random one will give you the daily bonus rewards of extra XP and some premium Battleground supplies. If you want to queue into a specific one, you can always use this drop-down menu here and choose from the list. Once you select Join Queue, you will be placed into the Matchmaking Rating queue. This is a matchmaking queue that places you against other players of similar skill level. If you do well in a match and have a high score with a lot of medals, that means you may face tougher opponents next time. If you're under level 50, you will be placed in a match with players 10 to 49 and bolstered to a matched level with them. If you are 50, you will be grouped with other level 50s. Once you load into a team and a battleground, the first team to 500 points wins. If time runs out before a team reaches 500 points, the team with the highest points will win. If you leave a battleground match early, you will get the deserter buff and will be unable to queue again for 20 minutes. If you selected random and aren't sure what game mode that you loaded into, you can look here on your screen. It will tell you the game mode that you're currently in. During the match, you can press F5 to see how you're faring against the other players. This will show you your current points that you have earned, your kills, your deaths, and your assists. On the right, it will show you the medals you have earned, total damage out, and total healing done. There are 5 different game modes that are broken down into 3 categories: Deathmatch, Land Grab, and Flag games. The first we will talk about is Deathmatch. When you come into this game mode, the objective here is to be the team with the most kills, and of course to win, this also means getting as little deaths as possible. Every death you have gives another team kill points, so try to kill as many players as you can and die as little as possible in this one. The next category is Flag games. There are 2 modes for that: Capture the Relic and Chaosball. For Chaosball, the objective here is to hold on to a ball that will initially spawn in the center of the map. Once a person claims it, they generally run back to their team's base so their teammates can easily hop down after dying from the graveyard to assist. As your team holds on to the ball, your team points will be ticking up. You want to hold on to that ball as long as possible. The ball will damage the person carrying it. The ball damage, along with being attacked by the other teams, makes holding onto the ball very difficult. Also, the longer that the ball is held, the more damage it is doing to the person holding it. You will also have a red circle under you while you're carrying it, so if your teammate is holding onto it and you step inside the circle to help them, you will also be taking the damage from the ball. When the person holding the ball dies, anyone can pick it up by pressing E. If the ball sits there and no one interacts with it for 10 seconds, it will return to the center of the map. Just remember not to fall into the trap of losing sight of the objective of this one. Many times you will see players deathmatching instead of heading to the fight for the relic. Don't be these guys. You don't get points from killing other players in this one, only by holding the ball. So if you want to kill other players, kill them around the ball. Also, you cannot stealth while carrying the ball. If you do, you will drop it. The second flag game mode is Capture the Relic. In this game mode, each team has a relic located next to their base. The objective here is to go and steal the enemy's relic and capture it by turning it in at your relic. So you will head over to the enemy base and press E to pick up their relic. This requires that your character goes through an animation which is interruptible. You then have to run it back to your base, and if another team has taken your relic while you were off stealing theirs, you cannot capture it until your relic is returned. You cannot go into stealth while pressing the relic because if you do so, you will drop it. If a relic is dropped, you can pick it up by pressing E. If you have defeated the person who stole your team's relic, you can return it to your base by pressing E as well. Also, if your relic is dropped and no one picks it up, it is returned after 10 seconds. Every time you capture a relic, you score 100 points for your team. Many times, depending on who you're against, teams will leave one person guarding their team's relic while the others go and attempt to steal the other team's relic. That way, your team's relic is always safely at your base when they return with the enemy's relic, allowing you to easily capture for the points. The next game category is Land Grab, and there are 2 game modes for that. The first is Crazy King. For this game mode, there will be points on the map that any team can gain control of by standing in it. When you go to a capture point, you will see this wheel at the bottom and it will start to turn the color of the team trying to capture it. The more people standing in it, the faster it will flip for your team. Once it flips, your team will be earning points for that point. If there are enemies also standing in the capture point, the team with more players standing there will advance the ticker and will flip for their team until you can either get them off the flag or until you get more team members standing in it. You will earn points for your team until another team flips it. Remember in this one, if you're trying to flip, fight on the flag if you can. Many times people will try and bait you off the point. Capture first and then go chase him. There will be a max of 2 points to capture here. The points will move around the map, and if you see more than 2 on the map, that means one of the existing points is in the process of moving locations. You can tell if a point is about to move by the sound it makes and the beams of light around it. The faster the ticking and beams of light, the closer the point is to disappearing. Don't bother capturing flags that are about to disappear, as you might not even flip it in time, and if you do, it won't give you many points. The exception would be if the point is right under your graveyard and you can quickly grab it for a few quick points. Instead, go after the new point that spawns while that one is disappearing. You cannot capture a point while in stealth. You must be out of stealth to capture it. If you're trying to capture a point and have an archer on you, use the terrain to your advantage. Here, I am using this pillar to block his shot so I can finish taking the spot before I go off and kill him. The last game mode for Land Grab is Domination. Domination is very similar to Crazy King, except there are more points to control and the flags do not move. Remember, move as a team if you can and fight on the flag if you can. There are 5 different maps that will cycle through with the game modes, and there are going to be a few teleport spots in some of the maps, so if you're wondering how someone got up into a high position, look for these glowing teleport pads. Battlegrounds have leaderboards that will reset every week. You can view these by pressing J and going to the leaderboard tab. The Battleground leaderboards are broken down into the 3 game modes: Deathmatch, Land Grab, and Flag games. You can view your current score and rank here, and you can also see when the leaderboard will close and a new one will open. The way you earn points is not determined by whether your team wins or loses, but rather scoring is done by medals you earn in Battlegrounds. So if you're looking to get onto the leaderboard, rack up those medals and get your score up. You can earn medals in various ways by performing actions such as capturing relics, kill streaks, healing teammates, damaging ball carriers, things like that. The leaderboard will show the top 500 players for that particular game type, and being at the top of the leaderboard at the time of reset will earn you additional rewards that will be mailed directly to you. If you travel to the city of Vivek or the capital cities of Daggerfall, Volkogard, or Davonswatch, you will find a pamphlet with the quest to Glory. This quest will lead you to Battlemaster Riven, who will give you a brief overview of Battlegrounds and ask you to queue and complete one battleground. Afterwards, you will be able to take his repeatable quests. These are Let the Games Begin, which has you participating in 5 battleground matches, Test of Metal, which is to earn 1,000 metal points in the battleground, and To the Victor, which is win 3 battleground matches. These repeatable quests will award XP, AP, and gold. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and sub if you enjoyed, and click that bell icon to be notified when I have a new video go live. Also, if there's anything that is stumping you in-game, let me know. I love getting suggestions for new ideas on video topics, so if there's something you would like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in Tamriel. Bye!